How y'all doing? Hey, this new company, they wanted us to get on here and, talk about their new water park. It's a bunch of slides and tunnels and stuff. So they asked us if we'd like to come out, this week and check it out. Well, we check it out, and then they were going to open the next week. And they really judged our opinion on things. Well, me and Buck, we've tried a lot of things, and of course, a lot of them there things have hurt Buck, but me and Buck, we always game for a new venture. So me and Buck, we went out to this water park, and on the way out there, we stopped, and we didn't have none of them there bathing suits. So we got a couple of bathing suits, and man, I'm telling you what, bathing suits have changed since I wore one. I mean, it wasn't much to it. It was like a string, and it kind of went up your butt cheeks and kind of gathered up your, old Buck, he looked kind of cute in it. Anyway, we got over there, and they asked us if we could try out some of, at least 2 or 3 of their rides, and maybe figure out, get some of the bugs out of it. So me and Buck, we game. So we got up there, and they had this big old tunnel. And this tunnel was, boy, up on top, this tunnel went down and down and down and down and came out in this little bitty swimming pool, Like, it's only about 3 foot deep. Well, they got me on this floaty, and they pushed me, and boy, it was dark in that tunnel. I couldn't see nothing. I got about halfway down and I stopped. I was trying to push and stuff. I was visualizing in my mind that Buck was going to be coming pretty soon because I couldn't see nothing. So I figured I better hurry up and get going. Well, I couldn't get going. I heard Buck coming. Old Buck was screaming at the top of his lungs. And he come down through that tunnel about 65 miles an hour, and he hit me. And boy, I'll tell you what, you talk about a wreck. I didn't see it, but I felt it. I had both his feet wrapped around my head, and we was all tangled up, and we come squirting out the end of that tunnel, looked like 2 turds. Anyway, that hurt a little bit. What happened was they gave me the wrong floaty, and it was too big, and it was getting stuck. They gave old Buck over here one of them little speedsters floaties, and boy, when he hit me, it was all over but the swimming. Anyway, we got out of that one, and we weren't hurting too bad, a little bruised up. And they realized that they made a mistake, and Buck and me paying for them. So anyway, they took us over here to this other one. It's just a slide. It's a slide, like a swimming pool slide, only that thing was about, what would you say, Buck? About 100 feet high, about 300 feet long. And, it's just a big little swimming pool down there on the end. Real long one. Not very wide, but real long, about 3 foot deep. So old Buck, I got him over there, and boy, the water was just rushing down this thing. And they put old Buck on there, and he laid back and put his hands like this. And he took off in his cute little Speedo. Man, there ain't much material in them things. The swimming suits have changed. Anyway, old Buck, he goes down this thing. He looked like a bullet coming out of a gun. He got all the way down to the bottom and skipped and skipped and skipped and skipped and skipped. And boy, he skipped so far, the other side cement. Well, old Buck, he hit that wall, bam, flipped him up in the air, and he, I know you're still hurting, ain't you? And he flipped up in the air and landed in another pool about 15, 20 feet away. I think that's what the ambulance was there for. They was checking him out later, after all this. Anyway, so I told him, I said, you need to turn that water down a little bit there, mister, because you got too much water pressure going down this thing, and, you got to slow her down a little bit. So I got in there, and I did this right here, and they turned the water down. Boy, I was flying for about 50 feet, and then ran out of water. And them Speedos, they don't cover your butt cheeks very well. And you ever slid down a slide when there's lack of water? Man, it was a squeaking, screeching noise. Boy, by the time I got to the bottom, I just fell into the pool just to cool my butt cheeks off because I just burnt 2 big old, it still hurts. I'm sitting on a pillow right now. Anyway, it burnt my butt cheeks. Oh, that hurt. Anyway, they put some ointment on my butt cheeks because they were burnt pretty bad. I couldn't stop from squeaking and squealing down that thing. Anyway, me and Buck, we got out of the ambulance. They put some ointment on me, and I did an x-ray on his face. He hit that wall. Bam! Boy, I ain't never seen a body go flying so far. I can't believe he's still alive. But he's still kicking. Anyway, so they took us over here to this. It's called Wild Rapids. And they got us in this one boat. And it looked like a looked like a river, you know, and boy, some big old waves and stuff. Me and Buck, we took off down through there, and first started out kind of smooth, and then I think they had too much water again, and then not enough or too much. One or the other. One way's gonna hurt Buck, the other way's gonna burn me. We got going down this thing, and we hit one of these big. They called it a white cap. Well, I don't know what a white cap is. All I know is there was 12 foot of water coming at us. That boat flipped over and slammed me and Buck into some wall. We couldn't get the boat off the top of us. It was beating us and beating us and beating us. Finally, had to turn that ride off. The guy, old boy, told us we were stuck in an undertow. Well, they got the water turned off, dragged both of our bodies out, and they pumped. Well, my chest still hurts from when they did that. They even give me mouth to mouth. I remember part of that, and it wasn't fun. I mean, I ain't like that, Anyway, they pumped all the water out of us and let us back out of the ambulance again. And they thanked us for checking out their water park. It's probably going to be a real fun place next week, to go do all that stuff. But you might want to wear something besides one of them they call a Speedo, because there's more material, because boy, you ain't got no material back there. Everything just kind of drags. Anyway, we tried that out. Me and Buck, we're healing up. Oh, I'm still sitting on the pillow. I need one of them there donut things. Well, I don't have really hemorrhoids or anything like that. I burned them off too. Boy, old Buck over here, he's still looking sad. Oh, anyway, me and Buck got to get out of here and go to work if we can. But you go try out a new water park out. I'm sure they got it all figured out by now.